네, 안녕하세요. 스피커 S입니다. 반갑습니다. 네, 오늘 카스 온라인 최대 축제인 카스 온라인 월드 챔피언십 2014에 초대해 주셔서 정말 너무나도 감사드립니다. 그리고 카스 온라인 월드 챔피언십 2014의 성공적인 개최를 정말 축하드립니다. 우후! 축하드립니다. 네, 저희가 이제 앞에 두 곡을 불러드렸잖아요. 하지만 저희가 끝이 아니에요. 이제 진짜 주인공을 소개해드릴 텐데요. 결승에 오른 양 팀의 히어로들을 소개해드리도록 하겠습니다. 한국의 프로젝트 KR 팀, 그리고 중국의 LG 팀입니다. 박수로 맞아주세요.
The two teams are, of course, ProjectKR from Korea and the Chinese team LD.
Yeah, a couple of badass teams walking out on stage right now.
That's right. So welcome back, guys. Hope that you enjoyed that little break and that wonderful musical performance.
최고의 경기를 보여줄
Here we
양팀
are.
선수들에게
These are
뜨거운
the
박수를
finalists. These
부탁드립니다.
are the best players in the world for Counter-Strike Online.
월드 챔피언십의 최고의 팀은
Great tournament so far. These
어느
guys all
팀이
had
될
to go through
것인지
national
여러분의
qualifiers.
큰 박수 함성으로
Multiple-time champions on both sides.
Well, ProjectKR, I feel like going into this one, they have a bit of a lead over LD. They have beaten them once, but again, it can go any which way. I feel like there could even be like one upset where it's like a 16-7, and then the next one it's like really close or something like that. I feel like it can go either way.
All right, time for some highlight video, guys. We'll be right back. We are back, and it is just about time to get going. I'm pretty excited to see this. It's going to be a best of 3, guys. So again, they're going to veto 2 maps. Each team going to veto 1, of course, and then the other 3 will be randomly played.
So, Artosis, if you had to guess which 2 maps were to be banned, what would you think?
Dust and Inferno.
I was about to say that.
Yeah. No, Santorini and Turkey have been banned every single time so far in the top 8 and beyond. So I'm expecting that again. I'm hoping that again because we haven't casted the other 2 maps ever. So that would be very tough.
That would make it a really fun but not so great cast for the finals. But we would try our best, of course. Yes. That would be weird if like one of them like hid the fact that they practice all the time on Santorini and then on the finals they don't ban it.
That would be a really tricky move. I don't think it's going to be the case.
No, I don't think so.
I hope not.
That would be pretty cool, though.
Indeed. Guys, of course, check out CSOWC.com for all your World Championship of Counter-Strike Online needs. You're going to be able to see VODs, various streams there, and information, of course, on this awesome tournament. And, of course, check out Counter-Strike Online. Might be a game that you want to give it a little try. Whether you are a Counter-Strike guy that plays a different version of Counter-Strike, or maybe not a Counter-Strike guy at all, just check out the GOM channel, and you're like, oh, what's this game? Oh, yeah, Counter-Strike. Okay, it looks kind of cool.
I'm sure, like, everyone who has not played Counter-Strike, they've heard of it. Yeah. And I'd assume most people have at least played it once. If you haven't played it, you should play it at least once just to see what it's about. It's like a very, long-standing. It has a huge history. It's been around for so long. I'd definitely go ahead and at least give it a shot.
I would say if you're between 20 and 35, odds are you have played Counter-Strike, and that is a huge group of people. All right, as you see here, guys, we do have LD and ProjectKR as the 2 teams in the finals. The 3rd and 4th place match will be between the Nucleus and Tyloo. That should be done by the time we're done the finals, as it is a best of 1 that's being played off stage. So during the awarding ceremony, we'll get to see exactly who ended up winning that. Would it be China or Korea in 3rd place?
I'd have to go with Tyloo probably, if I had to guess.
I think so. They played really well
Tyloo.
today.
Yeah.
They looked really scary.
They were so close to taking out ProjectKR.
Yeah.
It was really close there on train. In the end, we did predict the 2 right teams to get through. So
Yeah, that's true. We're pretty smart, huh?
yeah,
Even
nicely
though
done.
Tyloo's making it look like it might not go that way
Yeah.
for a little bit there. But,
After they won that first match, I was like, what? This is supposed to happen?
Not like this. But I'm really glad to see Korean team here in the finals, in their home country, in Seoul, the capital of South Korea.
This is the way it was supposed to happen from the beginning.
And should be a really good finals. I'm actually really pumped. I wish we could just start game 1.
Well,
You ever have that? Like, the thing is, like, going into a finals, it's like so exciting. There has to be this build up and stuff. But I just want to get into the first game. I want to see these 2 teams fight it out right now for my enjoyment.
that's what I want to do. It's funny because it's like they're playing for like a bunch of money for their careers. You know, as a pro gamer, we're here to watch them for our enjoyments. It's purely selfish,
Indeed.
and we want to get it going. Of course, that's Solo with 4 drank water bottles.
Got to keep hydrated. Very, very important. That's Jam right there. He's a tall guy. And,
Yeah.
well, I would say the middle, but I mean, there's 4 people there, so there's no true middle. Oh, no, there's a 5th person. Never mind. The team
That's
orderer or
Rita.
captain, yeah, Rita is the guy in the blue. And, yeah.
Savage over here on the right. He's Savage and Jam. They actually sit next to each other, and they're oftentimes the 2 guys left over that perform some crazy moves.
Yeah, I wonder if that's like on purpose. If these guys just like their positions and the strategies the team uses has them oftentimes being the last 2 left alive. It'd be helpful if they could just glance at each other's screens and know exactly where
Yeah.
each other are at all times.
That, or you know, after they do well in a round, they can high five pretty easily and
Yeah.
get right back to it. You know?
Yeah, very, very true.
Gotta keep that in mind when you position your players.
Rita, the shot caller over here. The counterpart to Solo, who will call the best shots here today.
Who will be the better shot caller, Rita or Solo? I think he would be a bit biased in saying Solo.
Yeah, absolutely Solo, for sure. Solo is just, he's been around way too long. He's just too much a pro.
I could almost like sense on train, like the way they were playing was like so careful but so smart, like every time. That only comes from like an order guy, you know, calling the shots and saying, okay, this time we're gonna switch it up. You go this way, you do this. Let's stay here. You know, this, that. They always listen to the shot caller, so most of the strategy based on like where the players are going to be, what they're going to do in terms of bomb planting, you know, this and that.
And some of the things he may have to change in game can be very difficult to do as well, because you know every team has set strategies that they can call, and everyone knows where to go and what to do. Those have been practiced out, but in game, when things start to go wrong, or even right, you sometimes have to change your game plan a little bit to capitalize or you know, clean up the mess. So that can be a very difficult part of the game and a very difficult part for a shot caller like Solo.
Yeah, that's one of the greatest things about a game like Counter-Strike is there are so many like different situations you can get yourself in that like it changes every time you're in a game. It's always different. You're always shooting from a different angle. You have to penetrate some different location. Stuff like this. So it's very important to have a smart strategy guide to lead you along the way.
Absolutely the case. We see here their team, huge team career. These guys have been around forever. And I gotta say, Solo has a fantastic smile.
Oh, yeah.
That is just a good-looking smile right there. He's got some nice, clean, straight teeth.
Yeah, he looks really happy, too.
He does. You can tell that's a man who enjoys his life. He plays the game that he loves. You know, this is a country dominated by RTS-type games, and nowadays MOBAs, of course, as much of the world is, but he was born here with a love for a different type of game. Probably has the talent to play any type of game, but chose to stay with the one he loves. And
I wonder if after he retires from Counter-Strike, if he ever retires from Counter-Strike, what would he play?
To be honest, I think, and we've never seen it yet because esports is this new thing, I think the guys that are like in esports for 10 years plus playing the same game will literally never stop their whole lives. Like I've been saying this for years. Yeah, about myself. I'm like, guys, seriously, when I'm 80, I'm still going to be playing StarCraft because I can't ever imagine living my life without playing this game, you know? And I think the same could probably be said for Solo.
Yeah, I mean, you could definitely assume so. Here we're getting a look at LD, the Chinese team, representatives here in the finals. They did, of course, win the K1 CSOWC Sports Pro League.
Yes, that's right.
Obviously known as the better team from China.
Yeah.
To make it to the finals. And really looking forward to see how they line up once again against ProjectKR. Can they get revenge, or will they fall once again?
Well, it was a super close match before, so in a best-of-3 scenario, I'm expecting this to go 2-1, one way or the other. I would love to see a golden round again. I don't know if we'll be that lucky twice in a day. Does lightning strike twice? We'll see. But I think it's going to be close. I think it's going to be a 2-1. We don't know the map order quite yet, but we'll let you know when that does come to us. And that definitely could dictate it some as well, because we've seen some different strengths on various maps for these teams.
Yeah, definitely. Really want to see the order here, of course. Just to go over it once again while we have some time here. Each team bans one map, and then we have 3 maps left over because there's only 5 in the pool. Usually the bans are Turkey and Santorini, so we're left with Dust, Inferno, and Train, and they're arranged in a random order to be played for the first, second, and third matches here. The best of 3 between these 2 teams in the finals.
You know, it's kind of interesting with those 2 maps always being banned. I think the team captains are talking to each other before each match. They're like, we're going to ban those maps, right? Right? Okay, cool. Because if, like, for instance, both players said Turkey, that could mess things up. You know, we could get the other map in there. So we definitely see stuff like this all the time in all esports, like in StarCraft. It's so hilarious right now. There's normally 2 map bans per side in that. And we always end up with, like, Overgrowth, Merry-Go-Round, King Sejong Station right now. And it's kind of the same here, where it's like, okay, these are the 3 maps of the tournament. Everyone's going to ban everything else.
Yeah. It's really funny to see. But, again, I can't complain. I love my Dust, I love my Train, I love my Inferno.
Absolutely. They're comfortable maps, and the reason why they're so played is because they're so good.
Yeah.
They're so much fun to play, so much fun to watch.
Yeah. Very well balanced. So many different things you can do on the maps to create, like, fun, exciting scenarios, and that's why they're good.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we get started pretty soon here. We've already shown you who the teams are. Let's talk for a moment about the prize structure here. Third place is going to get 5K total, so that's like $1,000 each player. Really nice, very nice. After a nice little trip to Seoul, and playing on TV, lots of prestige. Third place, bronze in the world, pretty good.
Yeah.
But
definitely.
Second place, 10K.
Yeah.
That's a lot more.
2K for each player.
Yeah.
For you guys who have trouble.
All right, well, here's one for you. 25K first place. How much is that per player?
Don't put me on the spot like that.
5K per player.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money. You could buy a used car with that.
Sure. I don't think that's what they should buy. But then again, I'm sensible with money, so don't ask me. But yeah, that's a ton. And of course, much more important than like the 25K, for sure, is being world champion.
Oh, yeah.
That is worth so much more than 5K. Over the course of your lifetime, 5K right now probably doesn't make that big a difference compared to how you feel inside saying, I was the best in the world at this.
Yeah.
That is something very few people can ever say about anything, especially something as competitive and difficult as Counter-Strike Online.
Yeah, very, very true. All the world champions in the world, they're like in their own club. It's like the world champion club.
Yeah.
For anything, like Irish dancing, figure skating, riflery.
Yeah, and look, the thing is, there's different levels of membership. For instance, I'm not gonna put, the riflery world champion. I can't. Well, actually, a lot of people shoot rifles. I shouldn't pick him. I should pick someone else. The bowling world champion. I'm not going to put him at the same place as, let's say, the StarCraft world champion. I can't do it. Can't do it.
You can't
put the rifle world champion to my head. I can't do it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. StarCraft is a game of incredible skill.
Well, I mean, Counter-Strike as well. This game is like so insane, and the thing is, having 5 players on your team. This is something that's hard for me personally as a single-player guy, a 1-versus-1 type of guy to actually comprehend. It's so much more than just your personal skill. It's the strategy. It's the teamwork. And you have to get along with your teammates and make that a functional relationship where you're not all blaming each other all the time. And that can be very, very difficult, of course. you know, your egos get involved and you feel let down by your team. Maybe you had the best game of your life and one guy messed up and you lost. How do you deal with that?
That happens a lot.
Absolutely,
You know?
all the time. Probably
the
every
time.
tournament, every big tournament probably has a situation like that happens. How do you go forward dealing with that? How do the people on the team feel the right pressure so that they can perform each match, but not too much pressure so that it breaks them? It's crazy. So just an insanely awesome thing to think about there.
I've never been like a pro gamer for any game, but I have played like semi-competitively at many games, and I did do that in League of Legends as well as StarCraft 2. And the dynamic is definitely totally different.
Yeah.
You know, even like if you see yourself as the best player in the team, you're like, oh, I gotta like these guys, they suck. Like I gotta find a new team, or you just like, you know, you're trying to help them, but they think that you're lecturing them. It's like this weird relationship. Like if there's an immature guy on the team, you try to criticize them like in a fair way, and they're like they get angry and then like messes with your relationship, and you can't like be on the same team. It is really rough.
Well, you know, it's oftentimes a younger demographic that's actually playing competitively here. And of course, if you're like setting out to be the best at something and practicing this much, the ego really gets involved because you're playing sometimes 8-10 hours a day practicing, and you're like the way that you value yourself, your self-value system, your self-worth system gets tied up in the game. So it's actually like incredibly interesting. Like I could read and or write books on this subject because it's just so deep, the way that the human brain interacts with trying to be so good at a video game in such a cutthroat world of online gaming.
Yeah. That's like the other part of it. You know, this world is so competitive. In every single game, there's going to be someone out there from a different country who's better than you, and you're like, oh man, like I gotta practice more.
Yeah.
And it's just like this never-ending cycle of people
That's true.
getting better than each other and just like increasing the competitiveness level.
Let's not forget as well, like as you're coming up as a noob, you're probably going to a lot of websites about the game because you're so excited about it, you're reading about it and stuff. Now, if that habit persists as you become one of the top players and get very competitive, then you see the world kind of turn on you, start talking trash, you lose a single match. They're like, oh wow, this guy sucks. Like what? And you're like, oh my God. Like the mental fortitude you have to get to this level of pro gaming is actually insane.
It is.
I've seen more than a few pro gamers crack under it before. So the fact that these guys are still around, some of them for many, many, many years, speaks to their mental strength and fortitude.
It's incredibly hard. Just to close out that topic, to sum it up in one sentence, the normal average person cannot do this.
Yes. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's, there's like so many ways to compare this. Like, well, I guess in Counter-Strike, there's like less World Championship Counter-Strike teams than there are presidents of America. Like, just to try to start putting this into things that you can. There's more astronauts, more people have been in space than the Counter-Strike
online world champions.
These are just saying. There's like a lot of different ways that you can word this where it starts to make more sense. And I hope that everyone watching has a deep level of respect for the play that we're about to see here.
Yeah.
And the thing is, even if one team bombs, it's not necessarily because they're bad. It's because the pressure is so much built up inside their heads.
Yeah.
And maybe not just inside their heads, but also from teammates, family members, friends, the crowd, the country, all watching and expecting a victory here.
You know, I go back to think about Tyloo in the group stages. You know, they didn't look at their top peak. They lost to the Nucleus, a team that a lot of people considered like maybe fourth underneath like the other Korean team and the two Chinese teams. So. But maybe that day they were feeling the pressure. It was the first time here. They were feeling the jet lag. Let's not even get into traveling as a pro gamer. That's like adds another level to the hardness, you know, in an environment that you've never been in before. You've never been in that booth over there. And then all of a sudden you're there. You're in Korea. It's really cold. You're like, oh, man, like this is totally different from me playing in my house in China where maybe they live in the south and it's hot. And but you get into all of that and you just have to see like Tyloo playing today. And they play so much better just because maybe they were used to it. And you need to take that into account as well.
Very well said, Brendan. Well, let's take a look. This is the map order. It is going to be Inferno, DE Dust 2, and Train. Okay, so looks like Terrace for ProjectKR each time, and LD from China going to go ahead be the CT. So Inferno does 2 train. Looks good. That's the same order that ProjectKR had to play last time.
Yeah, so good for them, I guess.
Sure.
But good for LD that they get a lot of the CTs because it's pretty good to be CT in this map pool, just in general.
I'm so looking forward. I want to get this started. You know, I like Inferno. You know, the Inferno is a map that I've actually grown to like even more through this tournament. You know, I liked it before, and but I don't know, just something about it. Watching these guys play here, they have it mapped out just so well. I'm really enjoying it. I feel like going to play Inferno instead of Dust today.
It's different. It's different from like just playing, you know, on the ladder, competitive or casual. Seeing Inferno, this is the best in the world watching.
Guys, of course, there's going to be ProjectKR, and the map is Inferno. Looks like it's time to get this one started. LD against ProjectKR, a rematch from Group B in the finals.
ProjectKR, they did very well against LD. It was pretty close, but in the end, ProjectKR came out ahead. I feel like we're going to have just the same amount of close matches here, and I would not be surprised if it goes to at least 1 overtime here. But let's jump right into this game. So far, 4 members going to the terrorist house.
That's right. We do have right now Jam in the center. Backing up a bit. Looks like Zeph and Perry going towards the window a little bit. Up to the roof goes QQ.
But no one over here for him to kill. They're mostly just slowly moving toward apartments. Solo is the only one who's sitting back and defending that flank.
Kind of some sneaky plays that we're seeing here. All right, looks like we're going to see a bit of a boost. Going to get up on this roof. Very well done. Zeph up on the roof, going towards the center. That might be somewhere no one even looks at.
Yeah. Pretty crazy to get up there and do that. We got a couple members over there really close, down in the bottom left of that map. He was still up on that roof, actually. He got one. We got Jam as well, so trading kills.
Yeah, quite well done by QQ up there. It was even checked for from Zeph. So he's going to be feeling bad about that. Now he is dead, of course. Oh, wait, no, he's super low on health. Oh, my God, he's got like 1 hit point.
It's so hard to even see that.
Yeah.
But LSW getting down. Zeph, even though he is solo, still getting kills somehow. And they're going to get the bomb plant right off the bat here.
Yeah, well, okay, the bomb is planted over in A right now. Savage going to come in and kill some nerds. Oh, and he does go down to Glow. And it looks like this is going to be a terrorist round, this pistol round, and that bodes very well for ProjectKR, the home team.
That was like actually a really close firefight there at the end. Glow had like 3 health as he won that. And if he had lost, if it had gone the other way, then the CTs would have won. Of course, they would have just easily been able to defuse that bomb.
Yeah, no problem there. All right, let's see where these guys want to go for this time. Of course, better guns going to be used. Looks like Zeph and LSW going more towards the window. Right now in the center is Glow, kind of zoning out both the banana and the center.
He's got a guy back there for backup as well. Right behind him, that's Solo.
Does throw the bomb to Glow, who actually throws it in the ditch to pick up later. Don't want to lose it if they push too far into enemy territory. Oh, QQ already being taken out here.
Well, actually not taken out. He's actually super low
you're right.
once again. Why does this keep happening?
No, I know. It's like tricking me. I'm like, oh, the health is gone. Look at that. Okay, he's getting out of there. He's going into B. He's going to be sitting there turtling a little bit.
If he gets 1 hit, you know, 1 headshot before the enemy can see him.
If he gets a hangnail, he's dead at this point.
Yeah.
All right, we do have, it looks like, our Chinese team rotating through, going towards B a little bit more. QQ and Solo back in this hall.
QQ actually getting a shot on him. And he's going to win that fight, even with 3 health.
That's a big kill right there. Solo, of course, was low as well, though. And we do have Zeph actually going back into A. In fact, the Korean team are coming in force back here. They do go ahead and lose one of their own in Glow. They are going to set this bomb, though.
Yeah, good for the money. It's also going to put pressure on the CT team. Jam coming around the other side with his teammates. May look to go through apartments.
Yeah, don't forget, QQ is still alive, even though it doesn't look like that.
There he goes.
It's about time. Zeph got him.
Zeph waiting on balcony.
That's right. Oh, well done. Zeph does close that one out for him, and ProjectKR goes up 2-0.
Nicely done here. Of course, the round after the pistol round, pretty good for KR. Able to take another easy win here. So, they just need to keep on going with this. And as many terrorist wins as you can get, very important on this map, of course. We mentioned it a lot. It's slightly CT favored, so just want to do as well as possible here on the terrorist side. And getting the pistol round on the terrorist side is always a great bonus.
All right, looks like Solo is trying to rush the mid here. Does get flashbanged. Has to back up for a moment. TB inside of the house. So he's coming out from behind. See if he can ambush anyone near the window.
Savage going down to a headshot from Solo. Koreans already off to a good start in this round as well.
That is correct. Oh, man. Rita actually going down as well.
He's in there. Well, Zeph gets another kill onto QQ. Harry trying to shoot through the wall. Jam has taken out Solo as well.
And right now it is 2 going up against, well, actually 2 of their opponents as well.
Yeah, Zeph going down. But again, very nice rotation here. Easily going to be able to set up this bomb.
Glow actually holding the banana, assuming they're going to come from that direction. He's actually right. That is where they're going to be coming from. Right now we're down to just Jam now. Doesn't look like he can really do too much here, though. He's only got 24 seconds to kill 2 players, and Perry actually will go ahead and kill him off.
Nicely done. Even after winning, some discussion here between Solo. Looks like he's kind of frustrated for some reason. Maybe LSW making a mistake there.
God, none of us should die during the finals. Sorry, Solo, it doesn't work that way. This is a world-class team you're against.
Yeah.
All right, we have the Korean team pushing forward right now. Good regular spread here from LB. And, oh, are they going to rush up the banana?
Well, for now it's a bit of a change. You know, they are sending some players. It looks like just Glow up in the banana. A little bit more aggressive. Savage just waiting here towards that mid area.
Perry checking in through that window, watching the grade as well.
And in the meantime, Zeph could head up there. He doesn't. Just taking it slow. Savage, he knows how close the enemy is, but did not want to go for it. Backs up.
I love this position right now for Perry. Just sitting on that crate, waiting for someone to make a move towards that window. Such a common place for people to poke their head out every now and then.
Yeah, really cool. Still over here, Banana gets shot there through the smoke.
Yeah, Rita takes him out. Team leader from LD. Doing a good job here.
Oh, and there's a big move towards A because he knows after Glow went down, he probably notified his teammates, hey, there's a bunch of guys over there. Head towards A. Maybe you can get the plant. This, he misses.
Wow. He actually just straight misses almost every shot there. All right, will end up taking him down, though, but will die just right thereafter to Rita.
Would have been much better if he was able to get that kill, but as it stands now, Perry's the only one left. And at this moment, going against 4 members, probably not the best idea to fight.
No, certainly not. If he can, like, pick one off, that's fantastic, and that's about all he can do, really, when you think about it. And, well, that's that.
Yeah, so the Chinese team, LD, able to pick up their first round here, trying to make it competitive.
We always see these little streaks of 3 or 4 wins in the beginning, though, so I'm not really too worried. I think it's going to bounce right back for LD here. Should become a close one overall.
Yeah, definitely, 100%. Well, let's let's see what strategy they want to use this time. Seems like all 5 heading towards mid, actually.
Yeah, it looks like they are rushing mid at the moment. Pushing forward, already a lot of damage done, but already killing off Savage.
Perry is just so good. You can tell when he's shooting. He's just so confident.
Looks like they're going to back up. Perry going in the back. Looks like LSW and Glow may follow him. Zeph and Solo actually going back to guard the banana for now. They already cleared that center, so not too worried about that.
Peeking through the crate and the wall. Here's Jam. Could say he's jammed in there.
Perry looks like he may come out to the balcony. That could be a good move if no one expects him.
No one here to defend just yet.
Yeah, this could be giant for him.
Oh, there's one guy TV just waiting.
And TV does take him out.
Somehow he gets that headshot.
That's how good these guys are.
Now Zeth coming in as well. So far, Zeth has been the MVP of this round for ProjectKR, getting a bunch of kills. Glow going down to Jam TV, just holding that spot there. He finally goes down, but Jam is there for the kill. So,
and that is exactly what you got to do. Jamming the bullets into his opponent's face. Holding that balcony. Such a shooting gallery.
I just had a really bad picture in my mind of someone actually jamming bullets in someone's face, but...
Well, he does it with a gun, so...
Yeah. It's not a good image.
It's not, I'm sorry. All right, looks like Solo going over towards the window right now. QQ trying to hold on over here. Holding that center.
Doesn't quite get the kill. There he goes. Gets LSW. Gets another one on Glow.
Wow. Fantastic right now with that sniper rifle. And looks like they do clean up that round rather easily.
Yeah.
That was a quick one for them.
We were talking about these 3, 4-game streaks, and I feel like it has a lot to do with the money. Once you save for a couple of rounds, you get those guns, you have like a ton of equipment and stuff. And if you're able to win, usually the enemy team won't have that much money.
No,
and
certainly.
You can just get it back in your favor, get a couple wins, and then it goes back the other way. Like, I feel like now that it's at 3-3, either of these teams can win. It's very easy to go that way. I mean, just the last game, the Korean team had saved, so now they've got all these guns, and they're going to look to win this one.
Quite the case. All right, already QQ being taken out here by Zeph.
Grenades going both directions here.
Barry throwing grenades up.
TV able to snipe down 2 guys with a headshot. Does not get the third one, though. LSW pulling it together here for his team, able to pick up 2.
Right now, Savage and Jam, once again, as you were saying before, Brennan, the 2 that are left, Jam super low. He's up hiding near A, whereas Solo and LSW going to rotate through towards B, where that's closer to Savage.
Yeah, this is a really tricky move, actually, because normally, you win a fight at mid, you can just push onto A easily, but this time they're saying, hey, we're going to just sneak at B, possibly. Although they're being very slow about it. Solo waiting a bunch. LSW covering towards that CT spawn.
Savage looking like he may want to go up the banana. Still no bomb plant.
I think he's going to go for it now. Can easily get the bomb down now before the timer is up, and now Savage is the one who is close.
Yeah, he knows it's in there too. Trying to sneak in, trying to find a way to get Solo.
LSW actually gets
low.
Jam here, but LSW's out of position, but it doesn't matter. Solo with the headshot there.
So well done. That was actually really important. If he got shot by even one bullet, he would have died. He was super low on health.
Yeah.
But he waited around that crate. He knew he needed a headshot. That's what he went for. He hit it, and thus wins the round for his team, as a team captain should.
Yeah. So we could see it go a bit in ProjectKR's favor now if they win another one here. But overall, Jam and Savage, they let us down the last one, but I'm sure that won't be the last time we see those 2 left alive.
No, certainly not. Rita already taking a lot of damage so far.
This banana area is so contested. Glow and TV each getting kills.
QQ trying to hold on to it. LSW is in there. Oh, LSW takes him out.
LSW is playing really nicely in these past few rounds.
Yeah, today he's coming up big, whereas yesterday he was like, I guess, the least awesome of his awesome team. Still awesome, but maybe not as awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, he is doing
The guy is
fantastically.
still world class. Like
Seriously, he's
can
shown
see it here.
some great games here. All right, it's 3 against 4 at the moment. LSW has the bomb, pushing up Banana.
Coming in here, Perry going down mid very slowly here.
Yeah, it looks like he was going towards CT mid as well. A very brave move, but sometimes you come behind, you know, when your opponents are in A and they don't expect it, and that's exactly what he's going to go for. Oh, nice. Taking out the guy holding the balcony.
Yeah, and he won't miss that shot. He gets it every time. He will go down here to Savage, though, unfortunately. But again, it is 3-2. And it looks like with just 15 seconds left, they're going to run straight to A and try to plan it here pretty quickly here.
Yeah, that's right. But it looks like Savage is here to wait for him. Oh, they take him out. And this is great. They have that bomb planted. Rita probably cannot clean this up by himself. He is coming around to take a look at it, but against 3 players, it seems almost impossible.
And he's so low. I mean, just one shot would do it. I think he's just going to stay here and see if anyone, you know, running away from the bomb in this direction, maybe he can pick off one guy. But outside of that, this one is going to go to ProjectKR once again. But look at this. Glow is the guy that could possibly be going by. Does he go for it?
Ooh.
He gets the kill, actually.
Yeah, does take him out. Doesn't get to save that gun, unfortunately. Everything going wrong for them in that round.
So LD on the back foot here, but of course not out of it here. We're only in round 9 so far. These two teams very close in skill level and in tenacity.
No doubt about that. QQ looks like he wants to hold Banana. Meanwhile, 3 of the players going up into A. Quite quickly, they do take the little roof here in between the mid and Banana. Nice little place to hide in that corner. Very hard to hit you.
Savage looking down this hallway. Trying to get some headshots from D-Low, but so far
Doesn't quite work out for him. Maybe some damage put on. Looks like Solo did take out QQ, who was up in the Banana the last time we saw him.
coming straight down there, but he gets taken out by Solo. 3 kills so far by Solo. Almost 4. Glow is the one that will take that out. But
Very well done. Well, you know, that was kind of a save round for LD, so it looks really one-sided. Yeah, I guess it was really one-sided, but it wasn't like they lost, you know, a bunch of sniper rifles and M4s and stuff like that.
Definitely, yeah. So this time they have that money after having saved, so they can buy up some guns. It looks like the most popular one here being the M4A1.
Looks like Savage going to go towards the mid there.
Yeah, just chilling out here.
Yeah.
Again, very passive.
Back in CT Center, very safe place, a very good place to hold this little intersection. In the meantime, LSW checking out that window a little bit. He knows if he goes around that corner, he will be shot dead. So he's going to be very careful about doing that. Has to cover it if he wants to with grenades.
Oh, getting flashed here. Trying to go around the corner at Banana. Here's QQ. Gets taken out by Zeph. Now a very aggressive push onto B because looks like it was only QQ who was defending. Well, hold that thought.
Yeah, there's a lot of people converging right here.
Yep, the bomb is planted, but it's 4 on 3. I feel like the Chinese team may have a great chance at doing this. Taking out Glow here. Solo is able to pick up a kill, but 2 more kills go to the Chinese team, and they will be able to defuse the bomb.
Well done by China. Looking to get their first actual world championship for this team, even though they are the Pro League champions in China.
Yeah.
4-6 right now in ProjectKR's favor. Really strong play on both sides here. These guys have brought their absolute A game to the finals.
Korea, they had a ton of money after that one, so they will be able to buy up a bunch of guns here. It looks like Solo taking that op. Not going to let up on the pressure here.
So often he does take that op, in fact. So he wants to push this Banana. Ooh. Goes for the shot, does miss it, unfortunately. Throws up his own smoke and looks like he wants to go into this center here.
Savage was poking his head out towards center before, but I'm not sure where he is now. There he is. He's doing it a little bit. He's got to be careful.
We do have TB up in the house. Jam, unfortunately, already gone this game.
That being taken out by Perry there, it looks like. Savage just defending. We're going to see a boost up into the window here. LSW versus what could be TB. Coming up in a few minutes, possibly.
Right now, yeah, on the balcony here, watching that door, watching for anyone to come out. Ooh, very well done. Doesn't quite get the kill there, but definitely has the right idea about the way he's playing. Knew where we were going to see one of the green players pop out. Rita, unfortunately, does go down now.
Yeah, TB taking out Perry as well here, so evening it up at 3-3. But again, this rotation towards B is always really strong.
Mm-hmm. That is so true. We do have QQ in here, and QQ, picks up 2 big kills, and that leaves just Solo left with a sniper rifle. He does come in. He does get the snipe. Going to go ahead, plant this bomb. Going to help him out money-wise, but I'm a little bit afraid of him trying to hold on here, and in fact, he cannot. Taken out immediately.
Yeah. Easy kill there for him. No problem. Solo had switched to the AK there. He had dropped his off, but now one of the CTs can pick up that weapon if they so please.
Yeah, that's a little bit painful, but what are you going to do?
So, a bunch of AK-47s being picked up by ProjectKR here. It seems like not everybody able to afford, full equipment with grenades and armor here. Solo a bit lacking as he is buying the snipers here, very expensive.
We do have Glow going up the back right into the... Oh, man, nice flashbang right into his face.
Into the flashbang.
Yeah, another flashbang into the face. Jam actually goes down after that flashbang.
Wow, very aggressive play here, coming up the balcony, getting a ton of kills here. TB is trying to defend, but Glow will be able to finish him off here. Now QQ is the only one who remains.
Right, it looks like they've planted the bomb. Can QQ come in here and break? There's 3 players over here. Solo at full health, Glow and Zeph a bit lower. QQ, yeah, he's just kind of staying over, kind of going towards B a little bit more. I think he's pretty happy not doing anything here.
We have Solo actually trying to come from behind him. QQ does see him, so he'll be able to come back. But another member, Zeph, coming from the other side, and they are able to corner him and get the kill.
No mercy here from ProjectKR.
Yeah. 7-5 now, ProjectKR going ahead here. Round 13. This is the first set of the finals.
That's right. This is a best of 3. Got to win 2 maps. Looks like we have a full all-out rush towards the window right now.
Wow.
Meanwhile, we have 3 of the Chinese players actually at the banana.
Perry taking out TV. Zeph. They did not expect this, actually. They just went in so fast that the CT members of LD just running into the fire here.
Wow, that was a hero move there by Glow, taking out both Rita and QQ. Bomb has been planted 4 against 1. Savage not going to have any chance to get through this.
And the terrorists do win here. Korea is trying to separate themselves and get as many wins on this terrorist side. They are doing so well. LD, I have to say, I feel like they played a little better against the Nucleus.
Yeah, it seemed that way, but you know what? ProjectKR is a stronger team than the Nucleus, so if you're going to put up your best game against the second best Korean team, that's not going to cut it.
Yeah, very true. I mean, it stands to reason. If you are going to golden rounds against the second best team, against the first best team, you are going to have a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, certainly. That's what we've seen so far, but it is far from over. It's only a 3-round difference at the moment. 2 more rounds until we do switch those sides and see what LD can do as the terrorists on this map.
Uh-oh, Perry. TV is not looking. He does see him now. Trying to spam over there, but he does go down. TV, Jam, and QQ all going down. And Perry does take a loss himself. Savage and Rita this time trying to hold down the fort at a bomb site. able to take out Glow here.
Looks like Zeph right now, kind of holding on near A. They're waiting for Savage to come around. Savage actually comes way too quickly, way too messily.
Oh.
Gets taken out. But I guess
Rita actually killed Savage and the 2 terrorists.
That's crazy because the health went down again. I'm like, wait, did Korea win that? Because they're both dead and everyone's dead. Oh, wait, no. Rita was, I guess, the hero there, but almost needlessly quick by Savage, right?
Yeah, I feel that way.
Seems he got a bit too excited.
Jumped in front of his ally's crosshair.
Yeah.
He can get shot that way. I assure you that Rita did not kill him on purpose.
Yeah. Okay, well, it is 6-8. Only a 2-point lead right now for ProjectKR. Oh, very nice move by Glow here. Forcing him out with that grenade and just taking him right down with a headshot.
Well done, Zeph getting a kill onto Jam, too. Well, we may see ProjectKR take this one. They are up 5-4. Oh, now it's 4-3. Excuse me. Savage is able to take out Zeph here as well, so now evening up at 3. Seems like Glow and Solo trying to push on here to that B-bomb site with one coming from behind. LSW, can he flank him? Yes, he can. Well, he doesn't get the kill once again.
Wow. Hard to finish anyone off right now. A lot of people going very low on health, but living through it.
And now Savage able to pick up a kill onto Glow.
Yeah, looks like it's 2 versus 2 right now.
Trying to come around there at Banana. LSW is waiting for the defense with the TV. He's able to shoot him, and he gets LSW as well, and now he's going to be able to get this easy defuse. Oh my god, this is so close. Once again, 8-7 going into the half here.
All right, so getting that defuse, very well done. I love it, man. The fact that we are within 1 point, as close as you can get, is exactly what we want to see in the final match of the World Championships.
Yeah. LD, you know, struggling through that one a little bit, even on the CT side. We'll see. We'll have to see how Korea does over here. I feel like, you know, they definitely feel comfortable on CT. We saw it on train. We can even see this map. How they do.
All right. Looks like it's just about time here, of course. Pistol round. Let's see who takes it. It was really nice to see ProjectKR come out so strongly in the pistol round of the first part of this map. Can LD do the same and gain that little advantage?
Let's see what the setup here is. It seems like all of the Chinese members actually going straight for Banana. Glow able to get a really nice kill, though. Damages, actually does not quite damage. Oh, yeah, he does a little bit onto QQ.
Yeah.
Doing some damage here, but look at this. Now everybody is at the B-bomb site. They're going to get a really fast plant here. Solo, though, able to take out one, making it a 4-3 so far.
Yeah, 4-3, and they do have more health as well. And with pistols, the health matters probably more than with a lot of guns. It does take a while to kill someone with one of these.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
LSW able to take down Savage with a nice headshot here. Doing damage to Jam. He was trying to jump away, but they take down him as well as TB and do get the defuse here. ProjectKR going to take another pistol round.
That is huge. And, you know, the round following that pistol round is oftentimes going to the pistol round winner. So this is like 2 pistol rounds are turning into 4 to 6 points here for ProjectKR.
Yeah, definitely. It's so important to get those pistol rounds. So important to get that momentum. We've said it time and time and again. Let's see what China decides to do this time again. 5 members towards that Banana.
Whoa, that is a strong Banana push right now.
That is a big Banana.
Indeed it is. And it looks like already Chinese players actually starting to lose a lot of health. Glow does go down to Savage, but already TB and Jam gone. QQ falls. It's 3 versus 2. Much higher health for Korea.
Rita was able to pick up that Clarion, but it's not going to be enough. Perry with the stronger gun here, able to take him down. Getting 2 kills there even onto Savage. The bomb was planted, but it won't matter. Another defuse here.
And that is going to be another round win for ProjectKR. Going to bring them up to 10 against 7. A nice 3-point lead. They only need 6 more points to take map number 1.
Zeph chewing gum.
One of our Counter-Strike gum chewers.
Yeah. You know, whenever I see someone chewing gum, I always think of Myung-Sik. because he's always chewing gum.
Yeah, it's like he has a piece of every game.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Pushing forward now. LD is.
Yeah, deciding to switch it up a bit here. Gonna try to go towards the A-bomb site this time.
Looks like QQ up on that little roof part.
Perry's just looking at this. He's like, I'm not going out there. Decides to a little bit, at least his teammates do.
Yeah. Backing up into A. Watching for anyone coming in from the back.
Yeah.
In fact, it looks like we could see a rotation here from Perry and Solo going over towards B.
Let's see how they decide to do it. So far, Glow is just protecting at B.
Yeah, they're kind of in support positions right now. Can move anywhere that they need to go.
I'm sure ProjectKR, seeing that they were pushing towards the window, may assume that they're trying to come down this hallway through the apartments, or maybe down mid. So definitely want to cover those two areas. Here's Zeph. Look at that position. Very nice. They got two people at mid as well. Just got flashed, actually.
Well, Solo gets taken out before that flash wears off. Sometimes that's just the way it is. Oh my god, out of nowhere. LSW and Zeph, two huge heroes, 2 and 3 kills respectively.
These two guys, man, they're really turning it on. LSW, I have to say, I have to mention him especially.
Yeah.
You know, known as the backup, we gave him some you know, hard times here in the beginning, just based on his performance in the day before. But today, he is like really coming into his own, and he's one of the 5 members on this team who are just really good.
By the way, remember what we were saying before, Brendan, about how this team spreads its skill. Look at their kills, 16, 16, 16, 19, 14. So
that
different from the other
crazy.
team where we have between 6 and 17 for the points.
Yeah, that's actually so cool.
It's truly a team, ProjectKR.
Yeah, they're a project. Projects. So now Solo trying to defend here at CT mid. Couple of frags going down. He gets a headshot here onto Rita.
Ooh, very well done. A couple kills there by Solo. 5-3 right now.
Oh, running by. He gets another, or rather, Perry picks up a kill. Gets another kill as well as Glow here. So another round win. Solo, he wanted to be up with the rest of them. He was the guy who had 14 kills. Now he's got 16.
Perfect, perfect. But Perry's starting to pull away. This happens sometimes. Perry likes to go into hero mode.
Yeah.
12-7 right now. Just 4 more wins required for ProjectKR to take map number 1, to take Inferno down, and be that much closer to the World Championships.
It's a good kind of strategy they go for. Project Korea taking a bunch of damage from a nicely placed frag grenade there. Now trying to jump over here to the roof near the terrorist's house. Just trying to get in position to catch him off guard.
Yeah, does very well with that.
LSW has gone down, but so has Jam. Trading kills here, 4 on 4. Glow just waiting here, and Rita is not going to be ready for this.
No, certainly not. I think Rita is going to have to fall here.
There we go.
Yeah, really well done. Okay, doesn't get another one, but he does deal a little bit of damage at least. Good moves there by Glow. Savage now going up to mid. Checking everything out. Might be going towards A. We do have TB coming up from the other side. And we see Zeph down here under the balcony.
Just waiting. A very nice position there if the team decides to go for an aggressive push, but so far not so much. Solo able to pick up a kill, but TB rather, getting Zeph down here.
Does that leave A uncovered? I think it might.
Look at this, not looking for him, and they trade once again, and Perry finishes it off.
Wow.
The hero. Seriously, Perry, he's been the MVP of the entire tournament. He does well in every single match these guys have.
He's completely solid
crazy.
every time.
Yeah. And that's what it takes, actually, to win finals. So you need to be consistent.
Yeah.
You know, if you do well in, like, one match in the group stage, like, maybe you win it there, it doesn't matter if you don't show up for the finals. And here's Perry. He's here. He showed up.
How many clutch kills have we seen from this kid?
Multiple. In the 50s, possibly.
Oh, man. QQ already taken out by Solo and his famous AWP.
Yeah. It's so hard. Once a team gets so far ahead, they can start buying AWPs and just set up here in middle, especially for a guy with 15 years experience like Solo, just sniping people all over the place. It's really hard to come back, and we're beginning to see the effect of this. Project Korea already up 5-3. They do lose Zeph. Jam actually getting a couple of kills there. Rita looking to even it up here.
That's right, 3-2 right now. Starting to look a little bit better for LD. LD falling back, trying to guard this A bomb site. They have a really good setup there. Two players, one under the balcony, one that can look at the balcony and cover A bit. We do have Korea coming up from the side. Perry is over here.
Again, it's coming down to Perry and Glow, two guys that always show up for their team. Glow is on the balcony right now, just waiting so patiently. He gets one. Can he get another here? No, he goes down. And now it's all up to Perry. Is he going to go for it here?
He might. He might. You know, very low health on the other side. All right. Oh, gets taken out by Jam, another player that's just been putting out all tournament long. He could be called the MVP as well.
Yeah. Seriously, Perry in that position, you know, sometimes it's just nearly impossible to get something done there. And with 10 seconds left on the clock against two players, that is nearly impossible.
Yeah. Well, here we go once again. LD wants to make a rally here. They need to prevent 3 more points from Korea. Right now we have Glow and Solo going towards Banana. Everyone else going through A, kind of towards the mid.
Savage getting some nice intel here. He was able to see one guy towards Banana at least, so he'll be able to communicate that with his team here. Zeph now way up there on the roof.
All right, Solo still over at the Banana.
Boost into the window.
I think Perry is outside this door. TV walks out. He could be in for a surprise.
Savage taking some damage. Looks like he was fighting at Banana. Let's see how China wants to penetrate this position here. Immediately, a kill going to Zeph, who was on that roof there. And they do take him out. So now 4-3 here. But LSW coming in. He goes down to Rita as well. And now it's up to Glow and Solo to take him out. Bomb will be planted soon, I'm sure. Glow takes out one.
Well done by Glow here. Oh, Jam gets taken out by Solo somewhere.
Yeah, didn't quite catch that kill. Looks like it was at mid, but look at this. They are able to take out Glow. Can Solo do it? I'm sure he definitely can, but he has to take out 2 members right now. He hasn't got much time.
No, certainly not. 25 seconds to work with. Gets taken out. Not a big surprise. Walking into A from that angle is really tough. If there's 2 of them, one of them's in A and the other one is down in that other part with all those crates and that low ground to hide behind.
Yeah. A is just such a nice defensive position. Part of the reason why it's so good for counter-terrorists on this map. It's hard to go into A, it's hard to go into B through Banana. So, you know, once the terrorists gain control of that area, though, it becomes their A, and they defend that area. So it's really nice for them as well.
Well said, Brendan. We do see now QQ trying to push up here. It looks like Savage may be joining him in the Banana. No one's really there, though. They're sitting in B at the moment instead.
LSW here. Thinking about going to the window. They take out Zeph, actually.
Ooh, good shot.
Yeah.
Ooh, Solo's gone now as well. QQ took him over at the Banana.
Oh, and Jam gets a kill onto Perry.
Oh,
it's
man.
not looking good. LD is coming back, man.
Oh, LSW only living long enough to watch all of his friends die. He's going to be going down in a second. There he goes. And LD continues to fight back. They are on a heater right now.
They are definitely. It looks like that may have been a bit of a save round even for the Koreans, but still, I mean, you are going to have to do some of those save rounds once the team is, you know, winning over and over and over again, and you're not making much money.
That's right. Well, they had the bank. They spent it now. They've got the good guns. They've got the armor and the helmets. It's time for them to put up. They need to get another win here and bring it to 14.
That's right. Put up or shut up. That is the way the saying goes. And now Zeph, very aggressive here in this apartment. He wants to possibly go towards window. Gets a kill here. He's got some help from his ally there, giving cover fire on those stairs.
Yeah, super well done. QQ coming up now, helping his friend. All right, pushes forward, kills LSW off. Zeph should be right behind him somewhere, so he's got to be careful going around the corner, but Zeph very low on health. Going to pop out to this balcony.
Looks like Zeph very low on health. He just wanted to back off here. Look at this position. What is this?
Beautiful spot for Zeph.
Able to boost somehow onto that interesting little ramp there on the roof.
Yeah, it's almost like on the very top of the roof. Not quite there, but really well done. Zeph finally does fall. Now it's 2 against 2. Solo very low, hiding near A right now. Jam going to go ahead, plant the bomb.
And again, this is this position. It's hard to get in here, but Solo says no, takes out one, and now Savage has got to take out Solo while his ally is not here. Can he do it?
Okay, let's see this.
He does do it. Now it's all up to Glow here. Trying to defuse the bomb right now, actually.
Hero move!
Oh, and he gets it! He gets it right before he gets down.
Wow. Well.
Unbelievable.
I tell you, Solo was the bait there for Glow to go in and defuse.
Seriously.
Solo went full YOLO, I'd like to say, once
yeah.
before this ends.
He did. And look at this, man. Just look at the kills here on the Korean team. Once again, super even.
Mm-hmm.
Zeph and LSW at the bottom, but they're only like 1 or 2 kills behind. It doesn't even matter.
Yeah. All right, here we go. This is actually fast and furious already. Zeph falling to QQ right away. QQ always over at that banana. Now guarding that center area. Looks like Perry wants to actually push through the banana now, going down a little bit.
LSW getting headshotted here by Jam. And now the Chinese may just have gotten enough kills to be comfortable enough to push right up mid. They're going pretty aggressively here.
Yeah, they certainly are. Trying to go in, covering around A. Looks like they're going to plant this bomb super fast. Solo and Perry coming up. All right, a nice kill there by Solo. Taking out Savage. Now, we actually have 3 players for the other side.
Yeah. And they're all just being in this very defensive spot. One takes out QQ, or rather, QQ takes out Solo. And now it's all up to Perry. Will he try to go for it? I don't think so against 3 members here. With only 10 seconds left, he's going to have to save.
You're right about that, Brennan. No way for him to actually break through. That's fine, though. That's fine. They only need 2 more points. Now, of course, LD's going up to 11.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, yeah, that's that is quite nice.
Yeah.
But LD's going up to 11, okay? So they only need 4 more to make sure that they go into at least overtime. And, of course, they still have the potential to win, but they have to do it all in a row from here.
Let's see if they can manage to do that. It's a really tough feat. Both of these teams, probably number 1 and number 2 in the world.
Yeah.
It's like,
it seems that way for sure.
Either team can do it. ProjectKR has the lead, at least for now, in this match. Who knows how it's going to be from an hour and now. Maybe we'll be in match number 3.
Look, it's Banana Rush. Hopefully they don't slip on that banana. Getting up here, already doing some damage to Glow and Zeph.
TV goes down. A lot of trading and kills here going back and forth, but it seems like the Chinese team getting the better of it.
Perry and Solo staying strong for their team. Solo going down. It's Perry against 3 opponents in Jam, Rita, and Savage. Taking some damage from that grenade. Not sure he can bust through there with all the smoke.
Perry against the world right now. He is able to get 1. What can he do from here? He's taking some more damage now.
Yeah, he's really low. He just needs a little bit of luck in here. Luck and all the skill in the world.
He's coming around the bend. Can he take out one? No.
Nice little flanking maneuver there by Savage.
Yeah. Was able to take out 2. So.
Yeah, he did a good job with it for sure. Perry, I mean, he keeps coming up big. That time not winning the round, but even killing them to keep their money a bit lower is very, very nice.
Yeah. And I'm sure ProjectKR right now feeling the pressure. They are 1 win away from forcing an overtime. And we've seen this like 2 or 3 times now where a team gets to 14, but they just can't close it out. This is that pressure we're talking about a lot. They're feeling the pressure. They want to close it to at least 15, but they just can't seem to do it. LD's got the momentum.
All right, we'll see if they can do it this time. Right now, holding the mid. Solo and Glow look like they're probably down over in the banana. Yeah, in fact, here Glow
is their strat. They do that all so very often.
They love it. And in fact, oh, nice play there by Glow, taking out Savage.
And I like this. Immediately after getting that kill, Glow just backs off. He doesn't need to push anymore. It's up to the terrorists to go into these very protected areas of the CT. So he gets the kill, backs off, gets into a nice position.
Solo taking out Rita. It's a big deal right there. Solo does get taken out by QQ. So have a little push up the banana, a big rotation by Korea, but actually no one has the bomb right now. They left it back in that ditch, as we sometimes see.
Yeah. Looks like they're just trying to get some kills before possibly going back for the bomb. or maybe just going to end the game, like trying to kill everybody first because there's not that much time.
Jam did pick up the bomb, so we may see him going for it here. Looks like he runs back to B now.
Oh, they do trade kills here, but now QQ evens it up. The two members of the Chinese team so low, though.
All right, he's going to go ahead and plant this bomb. Of course, this is a tricky place to engage back here at B. We have Zeph coming around from the side. Where is LSW? He's very helpful. Okay, there he is. He's right behind him. Can they take out QQ? Here we go, trying to shoot through these boxes.
And they get QQ with the headshot. Now it's just TB. He goes down, and they will get the defuse.
Wow.
ProjectKR is going to force at least an overtime, and they are one win away from taking match number 1.
Oh, man, they can feel it. They can taste it. They have got to get just this win here, and they win the first map. A huge deal.
Oh, yeah. They've got to be feeling so good as a team. Every single one of these players is so good.
I want this so bad, Brendan. Let's see. Can they do it? Can they push forward into map number 2?
Let's see what the Chinese decide to do. They have to win 3 in a row here to force an overtime. They are on the back foot now that Korea has won that last round.
That's definitely very doable. Such a strong team in LD.
Still, he wins the firefight against QQ. That's a good start.
Yeah, he is very low, so he can be cleaned up. Jam and Rita, TB, Savage, they're all here together. Looks like TB is going to be boosted into the window.
Some frags possibly going into that apartment area.
Looks like A is defended pretty heavily right now. Jam might be going back through the balcony. You see TB sitting at the door of the apartment. Very commonplace. Might be going to meet up with Jam at the same time as Jam pops out here.
This is such a dangerous position. They always have this covered when they're ahead, the CT side. But this is what they got to go for. Look at this. Solo and Glow coming from behind, actually, at the same time.
Oh, man, this could be huge. In fact, he comes out and gets Zeph. Great moves. Parry underneath here. Very, very low on health.
Now it's all up to Jam. Can he possibly do it? There's a lot of fire going down. The counter-terrorists win. ProjectKR will take match number 1 here.
Wow, really well done by ProjectKR. This whole team working as a unit. That was some beautiful Counter-Strike we just saw.
Yeah, very, very well played on Inferno. Even going terrorists first, they were able to go ahead there before the half, 8-7, and then just closing it out there, winning that pistol round in the second half. Chinese team looks a bit frustrated. Look at Rita kind of yelling, grabbing his hair a little bit. That's not a good sign for the Chinese fans.
It's a bit frustrating. You know, they actually came very close to at least even getting a tie, but at the end of the day, it just didn't quite work out. I think kind of on the back of that really strong terrorist play from ProjectKR. And look, you're right. He's really upset about that loss. And this is something we were talking about before. You got to keep it together. These guys have to keep playing as a unit if they want to beat ProjectKR, because ProjectKR, these guys are like 5 fingers on one hand right now.
It's so true. And Rita, you know, he's yelling, and you can even see QQ in the background just like hanging his head. That is not the kind of attitude you want to have going into the second match here. This is not over, and I think these guys got to pull it together here for the second match if they want to have a chance.
They really do. They can't let this get them down. It's okay to be mad at yourself. It's okay to expect more, but they have got to put up in this next match. It is going to be on Dust 2, a map that we've seen ProjectKR be quite heroic on in past matches.
And it seems like the entire team now chewing gum.
That's right, chewing gum as a show of solidarity.
Yeah. Everybody chews at the same time, the same rhythm, to the heartbeat of the team.
You know, I think Jam is feeling a little bit guilty here, to be perfectly honest. He's been one of the strong players for the team the whole time. He had like the lowest kill count so far for him per round. That was the lowest kill count that we've seen in this tournament.
Yeah, you can see it on that face.
He looked like he felt a bit guilty. He's like, oh God, I'm not killing everyone like I was.
That actually could be the guy that Rita is yelling at. Like, we don't even know what he was talking about.
He wasn't yelling at the guy behind him.
I'm going to show off a little bit here. I do study a little bit of Chinese. He was saying why over and over and over again. I don't know exactly what it was about, but he was just like, why are you doing this? Like something like that. So he's definitely like really questioning like one person or
I
like
think
the team. You know, like why would you do that? Like what? That's not what you're supposed to do. Like
it could be Jam. Jam was kind of he was like the Perry of this team throughout. We were talking about it earlier.
Definitely. Him and Savage.
Yeah,
together.
Like
he
that
just didn't show up.
We were even talking earlier how they're sitting next to each other. Maybe because it seems like they're always the last ones left alive. They're always the ones cleaning up on the map.
Yeah.
But this time, Jam just wasn't the guy. He just wasn't getting those same type of kills. So we'll see going forward here. Still a lot of anger coming out of Rita.
This is like I've like never seen this actually. He's really, really frustrated. Savage here also looking guilty.
Well, I mean, the truth of the matter is, even if one guy doesn't put out, that doesn't mean it's his fault. It could be the team not supporting him properly. It could be the team not helping him get into those positions that he needs to get into.
Yeah.
It really is a team game, and if you want to spend all day blaming one or two guys, well, that team isn't going to last for long. But these guys have been around for like a year now, since the last championship, I think, and I know they didn't play in that, but I mean they got formed into a new team, so hopefully hopefully they stay together and can work through this.
Maybe, you know, some of this attitude, some of this like demoralization that we're seeing here from this team is part of the reason why that old team broke up and reformed, you know.
It could be.
I would understand why he's very, you know, frustrated with the loss, but he's just going on and on about this. He is not happy.
Yeah, well, you know, that can be self-defeating, but you know what? Some people actually react very well to having someone be very hard on them and be like, you know what? I do expect more from myself. Let's do this now.
Yeah.
Let's prove that we're the best.
That is very true. You know, some people, they will just, you know, they'll get hurt. They'll be like, oh, why are you yelling at me?
Yeah,
Don't say that to me. You're not that good yourself. But some people be like, oh, yeah, he's right. Like, let's band together. Let's do this, guys. Like, and I hope that's the response.
Yeah,
like,
just what type of players does he have on his team? Are they going to be butthurt and just have hurt feelings and lose? I mean, that's a possibility, but I don't think so. I mean, these guys, if they won the Pro League in China, right, there
I
are
was going to say the same thing. Like
a lot of players in China.
Whatever they're doing is working.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. It was about a super close match as well. So.
Yeah.
Ooh, by the way, guys, we just got an update into our headsets. It looks like right now in the third place match, Tyloo is leading over the Nucleus 11 points to 4.
Yeah.
Of course, that is a best of 1, so they only need 5 more against 12 more to actually take it home and get that third place, which I think would be fitting considering they won the last 2 years World Championships in a row.
Yeah, I was kind of expecting it. I did say it as we were looking at the brackets. I do feel like Tyloo just overall the better team against the Nucleus. They did lose to them in the group stages, but it was super close. You know, Nucleus played really well, but here in the third place match, seems like Tyloo will be able to close that one out.
Oh, well, you know, what a change this would be, because last year it was first place, Tyloo, second place a Chinese team, third place ProjectKR specifically, right? Was the Korean team that got third place. So it could just switch right around. Tyloo now, you know, switching with them, and then
they just like,
yeah, just like that. So
yeah,
we'll see about that.
We'll have to wait and see. You know, ProjectKR has not won this yet. It looks like they're in prime position, especially looking at the attitude. You see, like, it's like so cliche, but you see like the awesome attitude in the ProjectKR bench. They're like all together. They all get like the same amount of kills. They're like passing around the gum. Like, we're making jokes about them chewing at the same time, but it's true. Like even small things like that is actually really good for like team morale and stuff.
Yeah, the
but
mentality.
on the other side, it's not looking happy at all.
Two very different mentalities. We'll see which one prevails in our next map. We're just about ready to start, Brendan.
I'm so excited to get this one down. I think ProjectKR is going to come out with the 2-0, actually, the way it's looking. But
they're on their home turf.
Can happen.
Let's not forget.
Yeah, we'll have to see how the Chinese team does react here to that loss.
All right. It's going to be ProjectKR going up against LD. Solo looks ready. He's chewing his gum. Just let that gum get a little bit of air. Okay, back in the mouth, chew the gum. Look at the screen, back in the air, back in the mouth, chew the gum. Rotating.
Yeah, always rotating these guys.
That's right. Keep it moving so it can't be shot easily.
Yeah, exactly. Well, guys, the next map will be Dust 2. I do want to mention that as well. ProjectKR has always looked very good on that map as well. They've looked good on every map, to be honest. Not sure what's going on here. Just a little bit of joking between Zeph and Solo.
It's like, you don't even need to see the screen to shoot these guys as you go. I know, right? LOL. I'm so good with the op. They are having a good time. They are relaxed. They are excited. But the thing is, this could all change in the blink of an eye if they lose on Dust 2 and are pushed to their limits.
That is true. Different teams react differently under different circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe we'll see them, go down. It even could happen where, like, the Chinese team, like, really comes from behind and, like, they, get this big match in, like, one-sided way. And the Korean team has to, respond to that stressor as well. Seems like a date is going on here.
A great place for a date, no doubt.
Yeah.
Counter-Strike match. One-sided date, perhaps. I think a lot more people have shown up to the audience.
Yeah.
Some younger kids coming by. That is the mother of this child.
That is the information we're getting here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just for you guys curious at home, just in case you were wondering.
Yes.
Do have the exclusive details on this relationship.
Mm-hmm. Looks like a very warm jacket.
Oh, yeah.
It's a hood jacket. You were telling me, Brennan, that the best combo with a hood is a scarf.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
It's a 1-2 punch against cold, you called it.
No air. It can get on the top of your head, on your ears. And it also, like you were saying, because the way this went was I was like, hood is really good against the cold. He's like, well, then the air goes down the back of your neck. And you're like, I'm like, well,
the scarf.
Go with the scarf.
The scarf is the answer to that. That's like, it's like Glow and Solo on the banana, right? That's the same thing as a hood and a scarf against the cold.
Yeah. Solo goes in, but maybe he's not the best at long range, but Glow is. So, like, Glow can snipe him from long range.
And no air can get down the back of Solo's neck.
Exactly.
Exactly. Just bring that full circle.
Yeah.
But, yeah, guys, this game should be going pretty quickly here on Dust 2. I'm, like, super stoked. I really want to see if that mentality works out, if the let's yell and get angry mentality works out, because for some people it absolutely does.
Oh, yeah. Couple a bit embarrassed to be on camera. That unfortunate guy in the back is just awkwardly staring.
Three's a crowd, buddy. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well.
I love the Korean cameramen. They always do that where, like, they put the camera on you and you're like, oh, I'm so embarrassed. And then, like, 10 seconds go by and you're like, okay, they must be done, right? And you're like, no, we're still on.
That's
and, like, 10 more seconds go back. You're like, oh, God, why? Like,
yeah. I've never hid my face.
No, I don't.
Yeah. No, I've been on the camera on Korean TV many a time. But
of course, yeah.
Enough of that, guys. The game is finally ready. We're going to go ahead, get into it. This could be it. ProjectKR leads 1-0 against LD.